Hello everyone, I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for visiting with me today. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel, The Cutting Board. We do all kinds of content here. We do true crime. That's what this video is going to be. We do SFX makeup, regular makeup, hauls, vlogs, food content, including taste test and cooking. And most importantly, at least to me, we do Disney content. Well, I'm not a Disney vlogger. I vlog Disney when I go. So, yeah, I renewed my annual pass, so there'll be a lot coming soon, I hope. So on August 14th, 2025, at about 7:47 p.m., deputies from the UCAPA station in San Bernardino responded to the 34,000th block of UCAPA Boulevard regarding a reported missing 7-month-old baby. A boy, baby Emmanuel. According to a release from the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, on August 14th, before 8 p.m. local time, Rebecca Harrow said that her baby boy, was kidnapped outside a retail store, Big 5 Sporting Goods, on UCAPA Boulevard in UCAPA, California, 10 miles east of San Bernardino. The mother told police that she was standing outside her car changing her son Emmanuel Harrow's diaper when a man assaulted her and knocked her unconscious. And when she regained consciousness, she realized that her child was missing. At least that's what she told the police. She said her son was gone. She reminds me a lot of Susan Smith here. Let me show you. And I've seen others make this comparison also, but I want to share this with you. I thought Susan Smith immediately when I saw her.
I got him out of the car seat and I laid him down and so I could get his diapers ready. And somebody said, "Hola," and that's all I remember. And I saw white. And a hearing sound, I fell on the floor. And
now than you did last night?
No. They've got people everywhere looking for them. I mean, you know, you can hear the helicopters out there, and but they haven't seen anything, and it's crazy. And it's been since 9 o'clock last night, you know, and I really thought that when it got daylight they would find them just in a heartbeat, but they haven't.
Was there anything about the demeanor?
Yeah, I knew from the get that this woman she's full of it. It is no surprise to me that she and her vile husband have been arrested, but we'll get more into that. I'm meandering. They hurt that baby. At least he did, and she's covering up for him. But they made up some convoluted lie. They did, and now they've been caught. And you don't just get arrested without evidence. They've been caught. But let's get back to it. Oh, and I'd love to know more about her black eye. You know, it's already been revealed that her husband is a violent piece of garbage. So it's not much of a leap to assume he gave her that black eye. It's not much of a leap, which she must have gotten, you know, several days ago because it's already going through the process of healing. Yeah. So this was before her baby was reported missing because it's healing. But I have theories of that black eye. But days after Rebecca Harrow reported her 7-month-old son's kidnapping, police announced that they cannot rule out foul play following inconsistencies found in Rebecca's testimony. You know, like lies. To reiterate, deputies in UCAPA were dispatched to a retail business, the sporting goods store, after Rebecca Harrow reported that while she stood outside her car changing the baby's diaper, that she was physically assaulted, subdued, knocked out by an unknown male and knocked unconscious. And when Rebecca first reported her baby missing, she gave, you know, statements to investigators that she later contradicted. Imagine that. No way. You know, when she was confronted with those inconsistencies, Sheriff's officials say that's when she stopped speaking with investigators. That's when she stopped cooperating. Investigators with police dogs searched the family home in Cabazon, and I may be pronouncing a lot of words wrong, and I'm sorry, but the weekend after the mother's report that her child was taken. The sheriff's department says that it has served multiple search warrants at the home and is reviewing surveillance footage from areas of interest, from several areas of interest in the case. Earlier this week, the boy's father's attorney insisted that the family was still cooperating, but that's not what police said. It's also noteworthy that Rebecca Harrow had refused to take a polygraph when it was requested by law enforcement. Interesting. Why refuse if you haven't lied? Attorney Vincent Hughes is representing Jake Harrow, the baby's father, in a separate violent criminal case. Your client is a bad guy, Vinny. He's not a good person. Yeah, I know you got to do your job, but he's not. The couple surrendered their phones to investigators and allowed detectives to search their Cabazon home. And investigators also took 2 iPads, including one that had not even been taken out of the packaging yet, and 3 Xbox video game consoles. So it was probably okay with them because there probably, in their opinion, isn't anything the police can use. Their vehicle was also taken by investigators as part of the search for baby Emmanuel. It makes sense. They're innocent until proven guilty, the father's attorney told news reporters. But yeah, not in the public eye, buddy. According to court records, in June 2023, Jake Harrow was convicted of willful child cruelty for an incident involving another child in Hemet. He's due to appear in court on September 2nd for a violation of his probation, because he's a scumbag. Jake Harrow said he was given the baby girl a bath. It was an incident that involved a baby girl in a kitchen sink and accidentally dropped her. But a doctor's report said the girl's injuries did not fit that narrative. The injuries were inconsistent, and they were multiple injuries. It wasn't just one little bump. That case is separate and has no connection to baby Emmanuel, but it certainly speaks to pattern and just the type of person this guy is, the type of person we're dealing with here. Not a nice person, in my opinion. Authorities have confirmed that Riverside County Child Protective Services removed a 2-year-old child from the home of the same couple who reported the infant missing, so the Harrows, and the child was removed last week, like prior to the child being reported missing. It's not clear what prompted officials to remove the 2-year-old, but why remove the 2-year-old and not the baby? I don't know. But despite deputies and K-9 units being dispatched to the county along with the neighboring Riverside County, authorities confirmed that Emmanuel has not been located. He has not been found. And due to the circumstances surrounding the case, surrounding the baby's disappearance, the Sheriff's Specialized Investigations Division has taken over the case. So think specialized, you're thinking specialized investigations it's comprised of homicide, crimes against children, and polygraph, but I'm not sure what they meant by polygraph. I guess that would be the division that does polygraph. But they investigate a variety of major crimes, including homicides, suspicious deaths, in custody deaths, officer-involved shootings, CP, child materials, filmed materials, CA, child mistreatment, and various other crimes against children. parents in California, have been arrested on murder charges in the disappearance of 7-month-old baby Emmanuel. So yeah, they've been arrested. At the time of this recording, they've been arrested. On Friday morning, that was this morning, the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Office posted on X that deputies arrested Jake and Rebecca Harrow at their home in Cabazon on murder charges. I didn't find a body, babe, yet, but murder charges. They did stop cooperating with the investigation a few days ago, which we already know, and which is obviously extremely suspicious, very suspicious. Deputies said they are still searching for the missing 7-month-old Emmanuel, but he has not yet been found. Yet I don't know what evidence they've collected, but they've obviously collected some pretty damning evidence to actually formally arrest these people with a charge of murder. At the home on Friday morning, San Bernardino County Sheriff's investigators in plain clothes searched the residence. They searched the entire property. Investigators entered 3 detached buildings on the property, including a single-story home and a tin-roofed barn. And there were helicopters circled over the neighborhood and showed video footage of investigators on the property going through scattered items in the yard. So the sheriff's department said that Emmanuel is presumed dead. That's sad, but investigators will continue their search. This is just disgusting to me. By 1 p.m., detectives and forensic investigators packed up their equipment to leave the home, their home, the suspect's home. They left behind yellow police tape and a wooden fence that a SWAT vehicle rammed through when the authorities made their arrest. The fact is that Jake Harrow is a violent criminal who has hurt children in the past. This we know. And it's still not clear how Rebecca got the black eye, but it probably would be no surprise and would be safe to assume that it was courtesy of Jake. Yeah, he's not a nice person. But anyway, that's it for this video. I just wanted to share this information so far. I'm really disgusted with this whole thing. It's just every day, it's some parent hurt children. And, you know, she was suspicious from the beginning. And I'm sure that my theory is he did something to the child that caused his death. And she is covering up for him because he probably beat her on the face to get her to comply. And also, you know, he has a violent past. And, you know, the closing the eyes when telling her story. She's a liar. But yeah, it's deplorable. These people hurt their children, and I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get how a woman lets someone hurt her kids. I mean, maybe she hurt him, but I'm pretty sure it was this guy, Jake, unless they did it together. But yeah, but she might get out of it because of battered woman syndrome or whatever, but clearly they have enough evidence to arrest them and charge him with murder. And I want to talk about the baby. I heard some people say that he looks like he has shaken baby syndrome. Now, I thought that too before I heard it, but I didn't really say, well, I haven't talked about this case, but I think that he looks like he's been harmed prior to this. So, I don't know. It's sad. This is a sad story. And that people continue to have children they don't care about. If they gave a damn about their kids, they wouldn't do these things to it. And I'm enraged. I'm so tired of it. It's, you know, Timothy Ferguson. I'm pretty sure that someone close to Sebastian Rogers did something to him. If you don't know who Sebastian Rogers is, we'll be talking about him more in the future. He was a 15-year-old autistic boy that went missing in Tennessee. He was reported missing the same day Madeline Soto was reported missing. And then we've got Madeline Soto, whose mom isn't going to be charged with anything. And I find that disgusting because she had every opportunity to protect that child and failed. She failed that child. It's just these mothers. And I don't mean to put everything on mothers. You know, I know that in this culture is so fast to blame women, but I mean, how is it not every mother's nature to protect their children? It just blows my mind. But anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to everyone later. Bye.